คุณค่ะ Dear guests, smoking and vaping are strictly prohibited. E-cigarettes are to be switched off and batteries removed.
Bangkok, a city that breathes in extremes, chaos and calm, light and shadow. I arrived searching for stories, but what I found was transformation. In the noise of engines and markets, in the silence of rooftops at sunrise, this city became a mirror, showing who I was when the rhythm changed. Each corner whispered a lesson, in patience, in presence, in contrast. From the streets to the sky, from the sacred to the digital, Bangkok taught me that perspective isn't found, it's built. Welcome to the Bangkok Trilogy. 3 cinematic journeys through chaos, spirit, and stillness. A story about how a city rewires you if you let it. Bangkok, a city of contrasts, where chaos and calm dance together. The journey begins at one of its 2 main airports, Suvarnabhumi, BKK, or Don Mueang, DMK. From Don Mueang, it's around 24 to 30 kilometers to Khao San Road, a short distance on the map, but often a long ride through Bangkok's restless streets. I believed I could reach the central part of Bangkok quickly by taking a city bus. After all, The distance from Khao San Road to Siam Plaza was only 5 kilometers. But as they say, the greatest distance isn't between countries. It's between understanding and assumption. My experience with public transport in European cities turned out to be a poor guide here. In Bangkok, I learned an important truth. Never assume. Try to understand. I've been to a few European big cities before. I thought I understood how cities worked, their rhythm, their systems, their order. But Bangkok is something else entirely. This is the story of how it challenged me, confused me, and eventually taught me its first crucial lesson. My first mistake? Believing my hotel was central. In Bangkok, central isn't about distance. It's about connection. Connection to the BTS SkyTrain or the MRT, the lifelines of the city. I asked locals which bus could take me from Khao San Road to Sukhumvit or Siam, but the answers were never the same. Some pointed one way, others the opposite. That's when I realized even locals sometimes get lost in this city's web of streets and routes. Back in Vienna, I could learn the metro system in a day. It was clear, structured, almost predictable. But here, I felt like I was learning a living organism, one that moved with its own rhythm, changing from hour to hour, street to street. I spent hours in traffic, waiting endlessly for buses, watching time slip away through the windows of taxis that barely moved. The SkyTrain was the answer. Efficient, fast, above the chaos. But it was far from where I stayed. And that's when Bangkok whispered its first truth. In megacities like this, distance means nothing. Time means everything. When you travel to megacities like Bangkok, you don't just study the map, you study movement itself.
ça me bouche les oreilles. Ouais. Ça vous bouge pas les oreilles?
Ça va aller.
Ouais, les mêmes.
เราวิ่งมาทุกคน